Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mike's Indie Corner. On this episode, we're taking a look at a unique little indie game called Beyond Eyes. Alright, now for those who don't know what this game is about, you never heard of it, this is a unique, very unique indie game where you play a blind, I want to say, like 6 to 9 year old girl who has to go out into the world to find her stray cat friend who has gone missing. Now, the way this game works is that you start off like this. You just start off your avatar, which is this blind little girl, and then you have this big, expansive world, but it's all like almost a white canvas. And as you approach certain objects, as you approach them or get close to them, what the little girl is sensing is suddenly visualized. So if she walks close to a fence, the fence will appear as she's kind of feeling the fence with her hands. If she hears a bird in a distance, like a little bird will pop up wherever that sound is coming from. If she hears water, she'll see water appear, and whenever she's walking on, that material will appear beneath her feet because that's what she's feeling. It is the best attempt to try to encapsulate the experience of being blind in a video game. It's a very ballsy project. Very, very ballsy. And there's a Let's Play. I've done a complete Let's Play of this game. If you want to know, I'll probably put the links in the description below if you want to watch what this game is about and my own experiences with it. But anyway, on to the actual game itself. I really, 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 really like the concept of this game. I love it. I think it's a brilliant idea, and I think it's brilliantly executed. However, I wanted to like it a lot more than I did. I mean, I keep saying that for games like this, the games with creative ideas, with wonderful ideas, with very unique ideas, things that only games like this can do, like only indie developers can do, make games like this. And the reason why I love indie games is for ideas like this. Because you never see a AAA company make a game like this. There's no way. There's no guaranteed income. There's no way they would make a game like this. But a smaller company can get away with an experiment like this. So it's disappointing when a lot of it is just kind of boring. It's frustrating because I feel like there's a lot more potential for real meat in this topic. You could have had a really great emotional experience, and for what it does it fine. Especially at the end, but I'm gonna work my way to the end, because that was like the big emotional gut punch. But even then, like, instead of going for like trying to explain to the viewer like the experiences of being blind, they instead went another route and decided to just have this blind girl be the main character in, it's like almost what turns out to be like a storybook. Because the whole game is presented like a children's book. Even like the beginning, it shows like the cutscenes are told through like little children book pages about how she became blind and how she made this little friend named Nani, and how Nani suddenly stopped showing up, and now she wants to find out where she is, so she goes out looking for her, ignoring, like, I don't know where the parents are in this. That bugged the shit out of me when I was playing. It was like, where are the parents? Why is nobody helping this little child? She is clearly blind. She has no idea where she's going. You're letting her go on her own. What the fuck is wrong with you? But I digress. So your job is to explore this big world and try to very slowly work your way to finding the cat at the end of the trail. The slowness is kind of a problem, I will admit, because you do spend a lot of time trying to figure out where you're supposed to go next, and you run into a lot of fences, you run into a lot of walls and stuff, and it gets really annoying after a while. And again, it can't be avoided because of the way the game is designed, the way the game concept goes. You can't have her running around. That would make no sense. So you have to move her slowly, but God forbid, like I ended up doing, you have to backtrack at any point, because then you're just like, you're wasting 20 minutes just walking from one point to another very, very slowly. And then you still don't know what to do. So there's quite a bit of that. It feels like, I don't know if you call that padding. I don't know what you would call that, but But that being said, a lot of the visual style and the artistic style and how the game works with the blind mechanic is brilliant. It really is. Like, there's some parts where, like, you'll hear, like, a car engine in the distance, so you'll see a car, but when you get closer to it, you realize, oh, it's not a car. Like, she'll touch it, and she realizes, oh, no, it's not a car, it's a delivery truck, and then the car will shift into a delivery truck as she's realizing her mistake. Or, like, a big mean dog will start barking until you go up and pet the dog, and then it turns into a nice little cuddly dog, and stuff like that. So all that stuff is very, very creative, and very, very... It's just very, very clever. Let me talk about the ending for a bit. Like, up to this point, before I got to the ending, I was aiming for a 6 on the game, and I was a little disappointed that the ending to the game, it's kind of hinted at, and if you watch the Let's Play, I even joked about it a few times before I finally got there, and then I saw the ending, and oh my god, it is an emotional gut punch, and it fucking works. It catches you off guard, and you're sitting like, oh my god, shit me, without giving anything away. I feel like with that kind of reaction, though, you can kind of guess it, but either I'm going to let you leave it to you to experience. And that alone, that ending alone, is so good, and it's so fucking heartbreaking. Don't worry, the game has a happy ending at the final minutes, but it's so fucking heartbreaking that you're just sitting there, and it's like, you're literally just taken aback. It is like, oh my fucking Christ, Jesus. I remember if you watch the Let's Play, you'll see me go freaking the fuck out. Like, I almost started crying. So it like, interesting build up, great ending overall. And thank God it has a happy ending, because if not, I was like, oh, what the fuck? The fuck? So, I really don't have much... I wish I had more to say about this game. I really don't, though. I do feel like it's a missed opportunity. I do feel like they could have done more with the concept. They could have used it more for a storytelling mechanism. Going for maybe telling a bit more an adult story through the eyes of a child. I feel like it would have been a more interesting story with the same concept. And you could have done that with this, and it could have been fucking brilliant. But for what we got, I'm glad I played it. It is a unique experience, and it does make you think about what it's like to be blind, and how hard it is, or maybe even strangely joyous it is, to be able to have to rely on your other senses. I can't speak for that, obviously, because I've never had those kind of issues, and hopefully I never will. But just the ability to explore that kind of perspective in any kind of visual medium, especially in video games, 'cause I feel like this is one of the few mediums where something like this can work. This would not work in a movie, for example. Like... The closest we have to that is Daredevil, and that's hardly a perfect example. But I love that this kind of game can be made. I'm glad they can be publicized and promoted by Microsoft. But I felt like they could have done more with it. I felt like it could have been better. But I'm happy with what I got. So I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. Good, but just on the cusp of greatness. Just a few more, like, with a more emotional story, you could have made something really good here. But for what it is, it's not bad. So, that's it for this episode of Mike's Indie Corner, guys. Like I said in the last video for Five Nights at Freddy's, we got a few, I think I got one more Indie Corner review video planned for a few free indie games. And after that, it's gonna be all packs. Like, all packs for a while. And then we're gonna do, of course, we have a few movie reviews coming up that we're gonna check out. Hopefully those will be good too. We need a good, I need some serious catching up to do this week. It's gonna be fucking insane. So keep an eye out for all that stuff. If you like this video, you want to see more of it, make sure to subscribe and like this video. Give me feedback. Let me know you guys are enjoying this. Make sure you're watching this. And if you really want to help us out, go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/MichaelTheComicNerd and give any amount you want per month. It's like, give me $1, give me $5, give me whatever. But $5 patrons get to choose what games come up on the show next, or even like movies that are in theaters we'll go check out, or even movies I'll do edited reviews on Michael the Comic Nerd. So, thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.